Yo, welcome to the Inconclusive Show.
In this show, we talk about the things we want to talk about.
We're just three lifelong friends
Brought up in three different ways,
with three different
with
perspectives.
three different perspectives.
three different perspectives.
This is our show.
So stay tuned.
Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to the Inconclusive Show, episode 8. Today we're going to talk about money and that lavish lifestyle. How are you guys doing today?
Good, man. Doing good.
How was your
Good.
Father's Day?
Father's Day was eventful. It was pretty. I just went.
It was
down
eventful,
for the day.
but I can't remember anything you did.
I know. It's getting to that point. No, but I just went down to my parents' house for the day. I went to see my grandpa, see how he's doing. But it was just a pretty relaxing day. Just hung out, played chess with my dad. I got my ass handed too, of course. But I'm still learning. But other than that, it was pretty cool. What about you guys?
What about you? What did you do, Eric?
I went. I didn't really spend my Father's Day with my father. I spent the day before with him. So on Father's Day, I went with my girlfriend and her family up to Oregon Lake, I think it was. It's pretty cool. We hiked and climbed some rocks, and
Where is
fun
this?
day.
Is this in Oregon? Like you took a day trip?
No, it wasn't in Oregon. No, it was just Oregon Lake. It's up near, I want to say Auburn, but it's way past Auburn.
Okay.
We passed Auburn to get there, but it was cool. We got to swim in the lake. I flew my drone, got some nice shots. It's my first time flying it, so I was like super excited. You know,
Over the water.
huh?
Over the water? Were you scared?
Over the water. Yeah. No. I have a lot of faith in that thing. It's pretty cool. What did you do, Arnett?
I didn't do anything. I chilled at home.
Just kicked
Wow. See, I'm over here thinking we're saving the best for last. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
no.
you wanted me to talk. Probably saving the best for last. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Chilled at home. That's it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I have a question for you guys.
What's up?
And it's a question, and it's gonna have some rules attached to it.
Okay.
Rules.
So here it is. If you could get one thing for free, what would it be? And let me list some of the rules really fast. It can only be one thing. So it can't be like something that includes a lot of things. It has to be one thing.
Okay.
You guys got it?
Sure.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. I'll go first.
is
Let me
it?
get a genie.
A what?
A genie. I just want a genie.
Has to exist. Okay. Rule 2 has to exist.
All right. Let me get Chris Brown's residuals. Let
I'm
me get his
telling
royalty
you,
checks.
man, these rules.
The rules are important. Okay. I want to continue. Sorry, Nick. What was it?
Chris Brown's royalty check.
Just one of them?
Nope. His residuals.
Well,
Yep.
you can only get one thing. You can't get multiple things.
Ooh.
Hey, the royalty checks may be a lot,
So you
but
can
that's
only
something
get like
you have to
one
gamble
royalty
with. I
check.
wouldn't do it.
Can I own a country? Can I own a country?
No, you can own
You said one thing. That's one
country.
thing.
What's the biggest thing we can own, Eric?
You could so if you own a country, right? That means you own everything that is in that country, right?
Yeah.
But it's one thing. It's
I mean,
a country.
it depends what kind of country it is. If it's America, no. If it's China, yeah. Very simple. If it's Russia, yeah.
I get
If it's the whole damn world,
See, for
maybe.
me, that's like it's like saying I was.
Can I get the
see,
solar
for me,
system?
I was gonna say something like you can't own like a company because too much comes with that company.
Yeah, you see,
You see
you
what
put
I'm
the
saying?
parameters way too small. We were thinking outside the box.
Yeah, come on, bro. Like that's like, come on.
But I mean, like it's too. I mean, then
Boo.
I would just say, I would own the planet,
See,
the world.
you could say that.
Okay, then I don't need. I don't.
But
The
no,
universe.
see, there's too much.
Wait. We
on
didn't
the
say
planet.
anything's
That's why
wrong
I
with
said
yours.
any one thing.
Don't give us no funk. We like
I'm
your
just
answers,
saying,
like ours.
I want to have parameters because I want it to be realistic.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Well, how
go
can I
first,
give
then,
somebody
as
the
an
world if
example.
I don't have it?
If you don't have the, yeah, wow,
Chinese riddle for you, ain't it?
uh,
God damn.
wow. For me, what would I want?
Yes.
I would want-
Hurry up.
One winning lotto ticket for $1 billion.
No, that implies many things.
No, it doesn't. It's
Yes,
one
it
winning lotto
does.
ticket. No, it's not. It's one winning lotto ticket.
Fine. Going there.
There's nothing else. That's
I
it.
said that yesterday, and you shot that down.
Shot what? What'd
No,
you say?
he said,
I said I would want a check for $100 billion.
it's one check, Eric.
Yeah.
It's one check.
That's okay. Okay.
And you shot that down.
That would work.
So
I
how
mean,
is that not? How is it?
I
How
think
is that not?
I
Different?
thought you said you didn't say a check. You said you would want $1 billion.
Okay,
That's
I want
different.
a check for $100 billion. That's my thing.
I would want a
Okay.
non-profit for $2 billion.
What's a non-profit? What do you mean by non-profit?
A non-profit that's worth $2 billion.
What does that mean? What does it mean a non-profit that's worth $2 billion?
Well,
What does that mean, Arnett? What's a what do you mean by non-profit?
You know what a
like
non-profit
like
is, right?
A charity?
yeah, like a charity. You know what that is, right?
Yeah, you would want a charity?
Why not?
Are you just
Why-
trying to score points right now? What is
Yeah,
this? Charity?
No. It's
That
not-
money's not going to you.
A non-profitable charity worth $2 billion.
Yes.
That's kind of
That
impossible.
doesn't make any sense.
If you guys don't know, I'm not gonna educate you. So. What's
Well,
the next
educate
question?
us. I want to be educated. I don't understand it.
Well, it's too long. Trust me, it's too long. So go ahead.
We got
We got plenty of
53
time.
minutes.
We're
Yeah,
at we're at
53
almost
minutes.
we're at
Jesus
8
fucking
minutes right
Christ. At the same time, everyone falls.
now. I
in
want to hear
line.
this. What is how do you make a $2 billion nonprofit, and what do you do with it?
Look, I don't know the logistics of that. That wasn't the question you asked. I said what I wanted.
But I
But
want to
we're
know the
asking,
logistics
how
of
is
it.
that possible?
How is that possible? Like I can get a lotto ticket for $2 billion if I steal a lotto ticket. Desmond can get a check for $2 billion if someone
100
writes him a
billion.
check.
I said 100 billion.
I mean, don't ask
Oh,
me.
sorry,
Ask Bill
100
Gates.
billion.
Jesus Christ, ask Bill Gates. He has nonprofits. Here's the thing about nonprofits.
His nonprofit.
You can make money off nonprofits. You don't think the person who owns a nonprofit doesn't make money? You don't think the people who work for the nonprofit don't make money? They don't go in there and not make money.
Aren't nonprofits volunteer only?
No.
I feel like they are.
No, they have actual. If you want a good working system, just like any business, you need people at the top that can make sure all this stuff works. It's a business. Nonprofit is still a business. It's just it's like
right.
checking a box. It's a nonprofit, LLC, S corp, C corp, etc., etc. But yeah, I'm helping people, and also I'm making money. So I see
Okay.
a win-win.
That's our next thing, Eric. That's
Okay,
our next thing.
okay.
You just go
We'll get it. Well, I got it. Okay. Next question. As this is, we'll be able to go into this a lot more. If you had $50 million, how do you see yourself living?
50 million.
50 million. How do you see yourself?
Off the
how do you
radar,
see
not letting
yourself,
anyone see me. I'm going everywhere off the radar. Off the radar. Phones are tapped. Everyone get out of
50
here.
million. That's a lot.
Where? What do you mean off the radar? Where?
No, I'm just joking. I'd probably
I'd retire
want-
somewhere and own some companies.
What companies?
I don't
specific,
know.
you guys.
I'd have my foot in Disney. I'd have my foot in Apple and Microsoft.
Of course.
I'd own a few Bitcoins. Like, by a few, I mean millions.
Bitcoins? Isn't that like a hasn't that just been steadily, the worth of that been
No,
going steadily
it's
down?
picking. No, it's picking up.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
It's starting to
still
look like
there.
a
It's
stock.
still
It's
very-
starting to look
it's-
like an average
It's still
stock.
very valuable.
It's starting to look conservative, like a conservative stock.
Yeah.
So, it's.
Oh, also Amazon. What else? That's about it. I'd have
Amazon
a few
is still
cars,
reaching new highs.
A nice house. That's it. I'd donate.
Where would you live?
most of it.
What, like, if you could live anywhere, like, where would you live?
Where would I live?
Like, where do you see yourself?
I
With
see
$50
myself
million.
having properties all over, like small but luxurious properties all over.
Like, what kind of house do you see yourself in?
Okay, Eric, I'm getting there.
I see myself. I'll go first.
I'd
I
have
see
a.
myself.
Go ahead.
I see myself on an LA hill with a
LA.
Lambo, married with 4 children.
Hey,
3
whoa!
dogs.
You said 4 children was too many. This nigga.
I know,
here.
but if I have $50 million, why not?
Oh,
I might have
okay,
6
okay.
children.
Now you see my point.
Oh, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna have ever. I don't think I'm ever gonna have $50 million. But
Hey,
so
you never know, Eric. We're working
you
hard.
never know. So,
You never know.
but I see myself with a lot of kids, a lot of pets. You know, I said
Lot
I
of
see myself in
pets?
LA, a lot of pets, a lot of animals.
You might as well move out to a farm with all them.
That's what I was
pets.
saying. Like I was just about to say that. I don't see myself in LA. I see myself somewhere with a lot of land and a lot of trees.
Wait, you see
Right.
yourself having a farm in LA County, in Orange County?
I didn't say a farm.
No,
I said
he
a lot of
changed it.
land.
He changed the location.
Yeah, not LA specifically, but somewhere with a lot of land.
Okay.
And like, I wouldn't have a Lambo. I'd have like a Lexus, something reliable, like a Lexus LC or a Lexus.
I'd be somewhere out in the countryside with a long driveway so I could see who the fuck's coming down it. A gate to my house. I'd have one story,
With a
but I'd
sniper
build
on the roof.
underground. I'd build underground, not too far, like 3 stories underground. What else?
You have an underground bunker,
Pretty much.
dude. Why do you guys have your
like a
windows
nice,
open?
or a nice 2-story,
I keep
like a
hearing
nice
birds.
wide 2-story. A lot of rooms, granite floors, no marble floors.
He said,
yeah.
"Excuse me, marble floors."
Excuse me, marble floors. A nice pool and a nice sized guest house.
Oh, you want to live like Nero, huh?
Like
You said a guest house, huh? Like
guest
a pool house.
Yep. Pretty
Right
yeah,
out
like
by
a
the
pool
pool.
house.
Okay.
And then I'd set up a little gym, a little studio, something. I don't know.
okay.
That sounds cool. I mean, it's
Yep.
Arnett.
And
let me-
I have
I'm-
my car collections. I'd have a Rolls Royce, of course.
Oh, you have to be a
The
connoisseur.
Rolls.
You got to be a connoisseur at this point.
man.
What else? Hold on, I got one more that I'm done. I want to say type of speed. I want to have a Lambo Aventador and a McLaren.
Did you say McLaurin?
Yeah,
You mean a McLaren?
same thing.
No, it's not.
McLaren.
Don't ever call a McLaren a McLaurin.
A McLaren, okay, whatever. Damn.
Arnett, where you at?
Well, seeing as you didn't clarify if it was going to be tax free or not.
It's tax free. It's $50 million just in your pocket.
All right, that makes it different. That makes the options different.
No, honestly, it does. I agree.
Yeah, you should have specified that, Eric.
Is it tax free from
Now
the
I
beginning?
get a single story in LA. That's it.
Is it tax free in the beginning or tax free all the way through? Like I need a. What are the logistics of this? Am I tax free for 10
Let's just
years
say-
or a year?
It's, let's just say, well, depending on what you buy, I guess you have to, depending on how legitimate
Wait, what?
you want to be. Like if you have $50 million in cash, you can't really buy a car without paying some sort of, like, you never, no, you don't have to pay tax. When you say tax free, like, you have $50 million.
Nothing gets taken out of that $50 million. That's tax free.
No, but no, nothing gets taken. He said for the whole time, so I don't know what you mean by that.
What I mean is because I'm not going to spend $50 million in 1 year. Like, that's not going to happen. So I'm obviously have taxes.
So wait, you're saying you get taxed every year depending on what?
Your income, how much money you make.
But you're not making $50 million a year.
Yeah, so you're
You
saying
were given $50 million.
yeah, if I'm given $50 million,
You wouldn't be making it a year, so you'd only.
but it's given to me. You know what? You're
paid.
right. If it's $50 million given to me, then it's tax free, right? Yeah, it is. It is. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it could. I mean, if it was paid to you, it could be. There could be tax on
No,
it.
if
But
it's paid to
I'm saying
me,
there's no tax.
words is everything. If it's paid to me, then it's not tax free. But if it's given to me, it's
Yeah,
tax free.
Yeah. So either way, it's tax free. The only
Okay.
time you'd have to pay tax is when you purchase something, obviously,
Gotcha.
because
I'm
We're
okay
talking
with that.
legit-
Yeah, I'm okay
logistic.
with the taxes of that. That makes sense. 50 million tax free. I'd probably start opening some businesses. The whole thing is legacy. At that point, it's about giving my kids and the generations behind me something to create and continue to go on. So that's what it'd be, legacy. Opening businesses.
I want to focus more on like lifestyle though. Like, where are you living?
Oh, okay.
What's your net worth? Where's all your net worth going?
I'm probably living in. I really didn't give that much thought. I'd probably live somewhere nice, but I would probably. This is tough. I would obviously have multiple homes. I'd have homes in different countries: Africa, Australia, Canada.
I'll never live in Australia. Forget that.
Wait, why?
Have you ever
Because
been to Australia?
No, I've heard
So how
stories
you
though.
gonna say no to something
Wait, what
you've never
stories?
been?
Because I've seen videos of dragons in freaking Australia.
Dragons.
You know, those giant lizards, and they have
Komodo dragons?
Yeah, Komodo
they have
dragons.
spiders that are the size of elephants, and they have everything there is poisonous. Like
What?
I'm just
Yeah, but
not-
I'm
That's
but
like
I'm rich.
out in the country, Eric.
I'm rich. I'm
I
not
don't
gonna.
know what it is. Australia. No,
they ain't
Australia
gonna be
is known.
storming the city.
Australia is known for its giant poisonous insects. No, thank you. I'm not even that scared of insects, but like,
Okay, so is Africa.
Yeah.
Like,
so
for
is
me-
the rest of the world. Like,
but Australia
Have you
is
been to Florida?
exceptionally known for it. I'm saying
Florida
Australia
is
is
an
There's
animal
exceptionally.
in its own.
crocodiles everywhere. Like, have you been there?
I'm not talking about crocodiles. I'm talking about insects that can kill you in your sleep. I don't want to
Africa.
die in my sleep. Africa is not. No, they have mosquitoes.
That's all.
those are insects that can kill you in your sleep.
I mean, like they don't have like
Oh,
giant
South America. Yeah, I'd
spiders
have a house
and
in
like
South America.
crazy
South
looking
America,
things. I'm saying
Have
Australia
you ever
is
heard
known
of?
for
You
it.
ever heard of the Brazilian wandering spider?
No, but it wanders, so it makes me scared.
It's a spider that resides in bananas in Brazil.
Sounds undecisive.
Hmm.
And you know what happens? You know what happens when it bites you?
You turn into
And
a
men-
banana.
No. You get an erection for 6 hours.
What's wrong with that?
Okay.
I like how that
Everything.
went.
It's a painful erection.
Is this Viagra? Is this where they get Viagra from?
It's like yeah, they've done some research on the spider, and Viagra has been in some, like, the components of Viagra has found in some of its venom.
Wait, is it
Wow.
legal in America?
Arnett.
It's a
he's all
wild
curious.
animal, so
How-
you'd
where
have
do I
to
find
go
it?
I'm trying to figure out
In
what
Where do I
our.
find the
Brazil.
spider?
to South America.
I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
out what
like-
somebody like Mick Jagger would get his stuff from. Or Ronald Isley.
Uh,
I'm like, huh.
old guys
You
that
can't
you
just
know
use-
they can't do anything anymore.
Exactly.
They're
Paul
dead.
McCartney.
They're almost dead.
So
Okay, back to the question. So basically, I was just asking that because Like, there's this thing that's been going around, and something I heard last semester in school. Like, I felt so old when I heard this, but there's a lot of people in this new generation who are like, rich people are like the worst. They're like, they hate rich people.
But they'll kick
Like,
it with
the
them
whole
at
class.
Coachella.
Huh?
I said, but they'll kick it with
Our
them at
generation?
Coachella every year.
Not our generation. Yeah, not our generation, but like the generation after us. Because I was 25 in school with a bunch of 18-year-olds, and it's not that much age difference. But like we never talked about like hating rich people. Like we weren't like rich
they're
people.
spoiled. They're spoiled.
It's just crazy. Like, so basically,
I feel like they're spoiled.
but when I put it into perspective, right, and I was like, okay, what could you do with $50 million, right? And then I'm
Right.
gonna ask you guys, how would your life look with $6 billion? Like, if you think about it, compare your life with $50 million and compare your life to if you had $6 billion. So what are the differences?
What do you mean? There's
I know-
more stuff you can do with that.
No, I mean,
So what, you travel more?
it does change things.
Yeah, I travel more. I would have houses all over. I feel like.
But if you travel, like, how many houses could you have? I mean, how many houses would be, what's the difference in the amount of houses you can buy with 50 million and the amount of houses you can buy with 6 billion?
It's a huge difference.
In a funny way, though, right?
I can see it that way. Yeah,
It's like, $50 million and $6 billion is a whole lot. It's a whole lot more money. $6 billion is a whole lot more money. But at the same time, it's like there's really not really much of a lifestyle change.
I mean,
Like with $50 million, you're still gonna have a mansion. You're still gonna have pretty much whatever car you want. You're pretty much gonna want to do, you're gonna have the ability to do pretty much anything you want.
it all depends
Compared
on
to like
mentality.
$6 billion,
Some people view
mentality.
Money as a game
I mean,
too.
it's like-
The more money
so-
I think
you
that's what it
have, the more
comes down
points
to,
you have.
mentality.
And that's
Like, I think that's what it
what
truly
I've
comes
been
down to.
seeing
Somebody
from
who
current,
is
rich
willing
people,
to,
Bill Gates,
just
Warren
fuck
Buffett,
off
use
shit
money as
every
a
night
game.
at 50 million, they still have a cap. At 6
it
billion,
could be-
they don't have a cap.
And once you
So
have
they
that
might end up
mentality,
dying young
like,
because,
your cash flow will
they were
increase.
too jaded. They were way too jaded. So I think it does make a difference.
So you're saying 50 million and 6 billion do make a difference.
Yeah, because there's still a cap at 50 million. You can't go spend 5 million every other day
Right.
and be okay.
But what would you spend 5 million on a day?
You can spend 5 million
car?
on
A house?
a new house. Like we were just saying, you could buy new houses and stuff like that. But if we were just given
Okay.
$50 million right now, I mean, with our mind states, it would really show who we really are. And then 6 billion, same thing. But it's like there's a difference because there's no cap in our You can spend $100 million. You can't spend $100 million if you only have $50 million. So
I see what you mean.
it's a different level. It's like the difference between Bill Gates and an average basketball player. It's a big difference. Like one's rich, but one is like their kids don't have to worry. Rich.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. So what's the difference between 1 billion and 6 billion?
There's still a difference. That at that point, I think it just comes down to just flexing, like not real big flexing, but like the rich man in the room. Yeah, just the rich man in the room. It's like I'm rich, but like it becomes one of those things like a feel. Like if you go everyone you're a billionaire and everyone else is millionaires, then you go in the room and there's somebody 6 billion. You see how they act towards that person compared to you. It's still like that person's going to get more attention than you in that room. And then it might cause
Right.
envy between those two, but it becomes more of just a feeling. It's no longer about worrying about finance. It's more about status.
So would you say that Is there such thing as having too much money?
Comes in the mentality, but no, I don't think there's really a such thing as too much money. But it like I said, mentality. Yeah, it all boils down to mentality of the person.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's part of it. It's a very helpful way to. I think, yeah, it takes a lot more than that mentality. It just takes kind of a absence of fear and kind of not caring, but like emotion about certain situations. Like you have to kind of think, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna get money.
I think it's more of
You know what I mean?
I think it's more of an insurgence of just being focused. I think those people are just trying to stay focused. I mean, not trying to stay focused. They're so focused on this singular act that they became who they are. Like, okay, I need to be able to outbeat this person at this. And it maybe not even outbeat this person. It might just be like, okay, I want to know this in depth. Like, they go... If you ever try to be singular in one thing, it makes sense. Like, if you try to be singular in being a great a doctor, you would become known as the greatest doctor because you were so focused on that one thing. And I think that's just what they were. It was just pure focus, and it was devotion and dedication that also came in that drove them to continue to go to make that type of sociopathic style energy towards going towards the goal.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I respect that. So, what's your guys' dream car?
You said what?
Your dream car.
Hard
I like
twist,
that transition.
right?
Yeah, okay, what's your guys' dream car? I don't know. I've had a lot of car interests, but if I had to do one car,
Yeah.
like one
Any car. Any car. Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it'd be a Rolls Royce Phantom.
I hate Rolls Royces.
Why?
Not hate them.
Wait,
they're
why?
just kind of like. They're just. I don't know. I feel like they're just so overrated and so overpriced for what you're getting. Like. Okay. Well. Okay. I understand. You know what it is? I'm just not into what the Rolls Royce is selling. So, like, I like
so
sports
you're not
cars.
into luxury?
I like luxury.
You like sports cars, huh?
Yeah, I like sports cars. And so, like, luxury cars like that they don't really focus on the engine or the way that it really look. I mean, the Rolls Royce, I feel like it's looked the same for like 30 years. The only thing that's really changed.
How long it takes them to build a Rolls Royce?
I know, it has so many components and so many things
6 weeks.
Dang. See, that... And I think, what, are they like $6 million?
Why would you not
something?
want to enjoy something that took 6 weeks to build?
I just feel like I wouldn't enjoy it the way I want to. Like, it's just, I would sit in the back, and that would be it. And I would just, like...
You can also drive the car.
But it's
not just
fun
for
to
a
drive.
chauffeur thing.
It's not fun to drive, is what I'm saying. It's
Well,
not fun.
yeah, I mean, people use it as, their chauffeur,
Yeah.
the chauffeur uses it.
Yeah, that's
I'd
pretty much the
rather
only...
drive it.
But it's not fun to drive, is what I'm saying. It's a big clunk.
Okay, yes.
Of
so
luxury.
would you have someone drive your sports car then?
No.
For you?
No, I would drive my sports car. Because it's fun to drive.
Right.
So
Okay,
your
then
dream...
if we're talking sports cars, then Lamborghini Aventador.
We don't have to be a sports car. I'm not trying to...
It's
I'm
just
not
the
trying to-
Oh,
car.
I know.
It's the car you
I'm
would
just,
have.
my opinion of that car,
for the rest
I'm
of
just
your
like,
life.
I don't understand. Like, it's a chauffeur car to me. That's what it is. You know?
Okay.
And it's
Yeah.
like 6 million. It's like 6 million or what is it? I keep saying 6. I feel like it's more like $4 million, something crazy.
Is it my turn?
Like that.
Yeah, just Arnett, just go.
Yeah,
please.
go.
The DeLorean.
We're just rambling.
Give me the DeLorean. I want to go back to the past. Let me go to the future.
Why?
That's his dream car.
Nah,
Back to the Future.
nah.
The GTA car? That
The Toyota Suprema? Or Suprema? What is it?
Supra.
Supra. Sorry, Supra. Supra. Yeah, Supra. Damn. Yeah, this is a tough one.
Is it a truck? Is it a car? Is it a sports car?
It's
Is
a
it
it's an older vehicle. I want a
convertible,
I want a vintage car.
vintage, sports,
I'm thinking sport.
classic.
Yeah, classic. Maybe I'm saying maybe the Lincoln Continental, the older ones. Maybe
Dang, he's got hood cars, bro.
maybe the
That's a hood. That's a hood car.
I was about to say the Mustang GT 67, 60. Oh, 67, 60. No, that 60. The 60. The 65 was no. The 66 was The 68. Because like it was like every other year with the Mustang GT, they kept they kept making like a guide car, and then like to me like a little one.
Right.
Like it was like big then small, then big then small. So it's like
Yeah.
I want the big one. But it's
I want the big one.
yeah, it's masculine. It's more masculine. That's why I think that's why they did it. But
Yeah, I love like old American cars. I'm not gonna lie. That's the only time I liked American cars was back in the day.
and once
Right.
again,
I don't like any new American cars
I don't like what they're made out
except
of.
for like
I like them made of steel. You know, I like them made out of that metal.
yeah, that heaviness,
Yeah.
that like with that it just looks tough. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it just looks heavy. You know, I still like the Corvette. Like I would like a Corvette, but I don't think it would be my dream car. Only because I'm cheap in a weird way where I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna get
you
a
have
really
a used Corvette?
no, I wouldn't get a used. I would want something brand new, right? But I would want it to last. Like I wouldn't want to have to keep putting in. Like my dad had like I don't know what kind of Mercedes it was, but it was like it was ugly to me. The outside was ugly.
Okay, let's
But
say
it was,
that
like,
it lasts
really
forever
nice.
though. Let's say it lasts forever.
The Mercedes?
No, like whatever car you choose. Like so
Yeah,
you
whatever
can
car.
drive it for the rest of your
Oh.
life. You don't get any new cars.
me,
You
I
just
would-
only get to get that car.
Yeah. Okay, well, well, no, that's not true.
No, I'm just saying. Like I'm saying, if that's the case, like we're just talking fantasy here. Like if you could
Would
just
I ever get a new car?
No, I'm not saying that. What I was saying is, if you just have that one car, like if you could only have one car for the rest of your life, like what would it be?
Oh, I mean, it would have to be a Lexus.
Okay.
And here's the thing, like I'm funny because I'm not crazy about Lexuses. I'm not, or Lexus. You say it's Lexuses? Lexus?
You know, that's a good one. I would not.
Lexus. It's
I'm not-
Lexus.
it's just
I'm not
Lexus.
crazy
I'm not an
about
English buff. I am not an English
I'm not.
buff. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
Lexus.
no, I'm not.
Just say the Lexus brand.
I'm not crazy about the Lexus. I like the brand, but I don't like the cars themselves. I mean, no. See, it's complicated. I have a complicated relationship with Lexus. So I like Lexus because they are an incredibly reliable brand. They're Toyotas, and I love that because especially now I'm not rich, so I bought a Lexus.
But I
and
mean, we're saying if you're like rich, like in the scenario, if you were rich.
Yeah. I'm saying like now I have a
You get a
Lexus.
super expensive Lexus.
So I would get a super expensive Lexus, like a Lexus LC or something.
Okay.
Something like just ridiculous. Like the car, it's a nice car, but I like Corvettes more. But I'm not going to invest in a Corvette.
Have you seen the new ones?
The Corvette mid-engine?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm. When it first came out, I wasn't crazy about it. I thought it
I'm
kind
a
of.
fan. I'm a fan.
To me,
I've
it
always
just
liked
makes it
Corvettes.
Hey, aren't they coming out with a
To
new
me,
Ford
it
Bronco?
loses its-
Aren't they coming out with a new Bronco?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, the 2021, right?
new-
Or
oh,
2021 then?
What is it?
yeah, I seen something about that.
Yeah, the Ford Bronco.
What is it?
It's supposed to drop a Ford Bronco.
The Ford
I
Bronco,
don't fuck
the
with it
one
that much.
OJ drove.
It's like, say what you want about OJ's.
Ford Bronco.
Say what you want about OJ. That car, good machine. Good machine.
Oh.
No, that's a truck. That's
I
a
know.
truck. It ain't a car. It's a truck.
Oh yeah, that truck.
Oh,
Good.
see, this looks like they're kind of ripping off the Toyota a little bit right here. I mean,
what?
it looks like if you guys look up like a
I think.
Toyota, what is it called? A Toyota. Oh, what's it called?
I don't
it's like
know.
a peach.
Are you saying
The
Tundra?
cube? Are you talking about the cube shaped one?
Huh?
Are you talking about the
Cube shaped one. It's like a. It looks like a cube. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
It's a Toyota SJ or
Sequoia?
FJ. The FJ.
I don't
Toyota
know.
FJ.
I think I know
If
what
you
he's
look at
talking
the
about.
Toyota FJ,
But that's
it looks pretty similar.
I don't like what Ford engines are kind of made out of now. Like if you've seen the Ford Fusion, like it's made out of plastic under the hood, and I was like, this is just I can't, I just can't.
Ford Fusion is horrible. I have a story about how flimsy that car is.
Yeah,
My girlfriend, who has a Hyundai Elantra, I was driving her car, and I was backing out of a Walmart spot, and this guy with a Ford Fusion comes jetting out of his spot and backs into me. Right? We both collided pretty much in the same spot on the bumper. I go out and check the damage. Like, Katie has no damage on her Hyundai Elantra. I look at the Ford Fusion. The dent is probably about 4 inches around. And
Well,
like
he was
Wait.
going faster, right? You were
Four
going
it
at
doesn't
the same
matter.
speed?
It shouldn't matter who's going faster. We both collided,
Yeah.
and pretty much it's the same speed. You know what I mean? So it was just crazy. I was like, because his car is newer. His car was like a few years newer than hers, and she had no damage. And it's a Honda.
Yeah, my car had no damage when somebody rammed into me at 50 miles an hour one time.
Oh.
I remember that.
What
This
kind of
was
car was it?
before. This was before I moved out. Luckily, there was no damage to either car, and I didn't really feel anything,
Mm-hmm.
which was weird.
What,
but
what? That was your what? Your Nissan?
yeah, the one I have now, the Nissan.
That's gotten hit before?
This has gotten hit before,
Wow.
twice I think.
Jesus. That's crazy. No damage.
No damage.
See, my yeah, Katie had a Saab that got rear-ended and totaled. Like that thing was smashed like halfway in. I don't think they were going. I mean, it wasn't on the freeway or anything. It was on Surf Street. I think dude was only going like 25 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour.
Right. Yeah.
Got smashed in half. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I told you 5 subjects wasn't enough, or 7 subjects wasn't enough, Arnett.
Hey, we all can be
We're already
wrong,
getting
right?
to the end. Yeah.
We only did like 2.
I think just, I feel like the energy. No, we did. I asked you guys like 4 questions.
Didn't you have another question?
Yeah, we didn't really want to go down rabbit holes.
We
since
didn't.
We
We-
had that talk.
We didn't go down any rabbit holes.
I thought you had more questions. What about
No. He's looking at the questions. He's like, "Oh, you already asked. Oh, you already asked it. Oh, you
No, I'm
already
not
asked
even looking
it."
at those. I'm not even looking at those.
Oh,
Yeah, the pains and struggles of new shows got these problems. All right,
yeah.
but come on, what was your
We
question?
haven't
only
had
got,
this
like, what,
problem.
10
We've
minutes
never had
anymore?
this problem before.
20 minutes. How much do we have left?
Huh?
How much time do we
Oh,
have
we have
left?
plenty of time. You guys trying to find a way out of
Wait
time?
a minute. We have a lot of time.
I thought you had one more
Okay.
question.
Ton of time.
Anyway, all
I
right, so
went through all my questions. We just didn't really. We didn't go into anything. Really.
It was just a quick answer and boom.
Yeah.
all right, so let's go into this question then. I'm just going off the doc that we already have here. Do kids need 2 parents in their life? That's a heavier question. Yeah, all right.
Damn.
So I guess we're gonna make a transition here and go into parenting and kids.
Yeah, I just said
Kids
that,
and parenting.
dick. All right, so Do kids need two parents in their life? I'm just saying.
I feel like they do, but you've had some kids who did pretty amazing with just one parent.
But do you feel as would you want your kids to have just one parent in their house?
No, I would not. I would
Why?
want to be with the mother of my children, because for me it sets an example of what, how a functional family is supposed to look like.
How do you feel about divorce?
I wouldn't do it
At all.
unless it's absolutely necessary.
What makes it absolutely necessary?
like my partner cheating on me, or that'd be it.
What if you guys don't get along?
We still make it work. We'd go to therapy.
What if one person's not compliant?
I'd rather exhaust all the options than to just give up with a divorce.
Okay. Eric, yours. What's your question? What's your answer?
I think that two parents are helpful.
Okay. That's
I
it?
think it's easier to have two parents.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, like time-wise and stuff. Being raised by a single mother, single-ish mother, if you have two parents, they each have more time. You know what I mean?
Right. Wait,
So-
what do you mean by single-ish?
Well, my dad was around.
Wait, do you wanna go
was
into
kind
this?
of in and out.
Oh,
I don't care,
Like,
not-
you don't have to.
Okay.
No, I don't care. I was just saying my dad was in and out. So that was
Yeah.
that. But yeah, being raised by a single mother, it was like she didn't have a ton of time to do anything. So she went
Which
to
makes
work.
it harder for the kid, I feel like.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, for sure.
But I feel like you adjusted to it, right? Like you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
Yeah.
kids can adjust. I think kids. I don't know. It's like kids don't even realize it until they go. Well, I didn't realize it until they got older.
Okay. I have a question.
The amount of time.
I have a question from a kid that has lived in a single household, or a single family household, or a single parent household. How do you feel it was? And what I mean by that is like, what was your role? What was your role? And I'm gonna start by explaining my role, because I came from a single parent household just like you. My role is I felt like I was the peacekeeper. I was the peacekeeper between mother and sister. I was the person who was to be relied on when it came to certain endeavors, when it came to making decisions. So I felt that was my role. So that was my role in the house. What about you?
Go, Eric.
So role-wise, it was me, my sister, my mom. I didn't really have a role that so my mom takes a lot of credit for the way, how good of kids we were. She likes to always say, I always say, hey, we were
Do
naturally
you feel
good
you have
kids,
any
and she's like,
baggage?
no.
Do you feel it? Maybe I'm stressing too strong.
No. I was leading my way up to it. So, my mom always takes credit. She says the reason you guys are good kids was because I made us a team, right? So from beginning, we were always
Right.
part of a team. My role was to be a good kid out of the house, period, because she didn't have the money or the time to be, sending us places. We had to go a lot of places with her. So my role as growing up was to be a good kid out of the house.
Can I
period.
cut you off real quick?
Yeah, I was done.
Okay. No, I think that's you have a really good point there. Me as a kid, I felt the same way. I didn't feel like my parents or my mother had time to really deal with me being out of line. So the less I could put on her, the better it felt for me. Could you say that's kind of accurate?
It wasn't like I didn't know at the time that my mom was a single mother, and she never acted like overwhelmed or frustrated or anything. I think it was just enforced in me that to just be good and don't embarrass I didn't want to embarrass my mother. That was the biggest thing. Like, I'm not going to embarrass you.
Was it because like a family name type thing, like they do in those old movies, or
no? It was just
you're not gonna embarrass the family name.
Yeah.
You
Like
hear?
medieval times, you need to like
just,
protect the family name in Italian
I
culture
really
as
think
well.
it was just what I observed. It was just observance. You know, like I saw how my mom behaved outside of the house, and you know, when we did act up, she would scare the death out of us. You know, she would pull us into another room and say, "Hey, you're embarrassing me," you know, and it was like, and it was like disappointment. You know what I mean? So, you know, I didn't want to disappoint her. I didn't want to embarrass her. So that was like my main role growing up, which is probably not good, what I realized, but
Okay.
that was just part of it.
All right. I think we exhausted that one. Let's go into a new topic. What do you guys feel about alternate realities? Are they real or no?
Oh lordy, we are jumping around today.
Here we are, just like alternate realities.
So I do have a story about that, and it's
Oh.
something that my mom experienced. It's not something I experienced. It's not something I really believe in.
Did she have a?
But it's something my mom experienced.
Did she have a memory note from the future that came back and told her that she's going to be the ruler of the new world, like Terminator?
No,
Oh.
it was a little bit. It was a little.
No,
It was
then
a
we
tad
don't
more
wanna hear
subtle
it.
than that.
No, go ahead.
So basically, she experienced something where when her mom died, her mom was in bed, and she swore she saw her soul leave her body, like a few days before she died, right? And it was weird because none of the dogs in the house wanted to go in her room. There was a presence when you did go into the room. I did not experience this because I did not go into that room.
Oh, wait, hold on. You gave me a good question. Do you feel animals can sense death?
Well, yeah. So, but anyway, like, so yeah, the animals sensed that there might have been like spirits in there, and my mom said that she felt like what was going on was the fact that my grandmother, her mother, was having a conversation with her relatives in like a different dimension type of deal, and
Maybe on the
that the
astrophysical
dogs
plane?
can sense it, like some kind of different plane, and so that's what she experienced.
Well, that's not an alternate reality. I think that's something different. I think that's an astrophysical plane where the souls, like we were talking about, a reincarnation in the past episode.
Yeah.
But
Right.
what about you?
I think that can be classified as alternate reality, right?
I
mean,
don't
it's
want to dig
alternate.
I haven't done my research. I shouldn't dig too deep into that. But Desmond, what do you feel about alternate realities? Because you have a valid point. Because I do not know.
Yeah. That proves that it's real.
Hollywood
Rick
is
and
good.
Morty is a
As
perfect
far-
example. It's history right there. That's a
All right, don't shoot down
Those
his
are
idea. I want to
journalists.
hear it. Let me listen to him.
No. But hold on. I feel like it is possible to have a different reality, because time is only a construct.
Okay.
I feel like there are infinite numbers of actions that
Could be
Like,
altered or changed.
I'm
in a
pretty
different
sure you
reality.
guys always. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys had always had that thought. Like, what if I went with this choice instead of that choice?
Yeah.
right.
So I think it's really possible.
So you feel somewhere else out in
Really?
the you feel somewhere else out in the universe there's somebody doing something that's the opposite of what you were saying you were doing now.
Right.
I can get with that. I used to have that psyche
But
when
how
I was
is
a little
that-
kid.
That's an alternate reality.
What if you're playing a tug of war with
Go ahead,
ideas? That's the thing I always thought. I'm sorry to cut you off, but when I was a little kid, I used to have that tug of war thought where I was like, you know what? Let me try to make a split minute decision about something and see, I was thinking like it would change something in the alternate reality. I don't know why I thought like that.
Right.
Mind you, I was like 3rd grade. I had no idea about, life, but I had that thought.
Right. No, I understand completely
Okay.
what you're saying. I've done that too. But let me choose this answer to see where it
Interesting.
goes.
So I'm not the only one like playing ninjas. And you're like, oh, let me do a half second change.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric, you had something to say.
What about you, Eric?
Oh, I was just gonna say. I always thought maybe the universe works in a different way than we always thought it did. Like we think maybe there's, tons of different universes all around the universe, but what if it's like repeating universes? So
Ooh.
you have, the same, what do you call it, solar systems spread out through the universe, and they just kind of repeat.
But
And what if the
multiple
universe
times.
itself is time? Huh?
But you're saying, I see what you're saying, like multiple times. Like we have the same
Yeah,
exact
so-
solar system, just a solar system over, but they do things
Mm-hmm.
maybe 10 seconds ahead of us, and the solar system ahead of them does the opposite of what we do, and the solar system in front of them, you like that.
Right.
Hey,
or not
hey,
the opposite. Well,
real
here,
quick,
Huh.
guys. Sorry to, but we have some exciting ass breaking news. It's been
Please
confirmed
give us this breaking
that
news.
Colin Kaepernick signed with the New
He didn't
York
sign
Jets.
with the Rams?
Oh wow.
Okay. I was following that story.
New York
Yeah.
Jets.
So the Jets.
He's
Wow.
on a team.
Thank you.
Disney clapping.
Will you pick him up on your fantasy
Really?
football league?
No.
Wow.
I mean, however, I feel like he does have a vengeance to play. So I feel like
Did you see his last 2 years in the season?
He's gonna come back harder than ever. He's gonna be a lot more faster. He's gonna throw a lot more act. I just feel like he's gonna be on
I
a
don't
revenge
see the
tour.
proof behind that, but let's get back to Eric, and we'll come back to that in a minute.
He's gonna have to get back in shape first.
He's not out of shape.
He probably is in
he's
shape.
not out of shape. I just don't. I don't
I
know.
wouldn't-
That's the problem. I know he's not out
We
of
don't
shape.
know if he's out of shape or in shape. I'm sure he hasn't been like conditioning the way, football players have been conditioning.
So
Why would you?
But let's go back to the other subject because it was really hitting the topic. So you said you don't believe in that they're reversing, like everything we do in our mindset here is reversed.
No, so I
Or opposite.
kind of had this thing in my mind where I thought maybe the universe was repeating itself. So let's say like I took a rocket ship from here and just like went and went and went and went. And I think that eventually I would come into another Earth, right? But on that other Earth, it would pretty much be like the same time. So pretty much the same time as when you left the other Earth. If that makes sense.
All right, get to
So
writing.
as you go further and
wait,
further
I want
into
to write
the
this down. I want to
universe-
write this down. This would be a good movie plot. Go ahead.
So as you go further and further into the universe, it's like, I'm sure it is a movie plot. I'm not like making this up off the top. I'm pretty sure I've heard it somewhere else. As you go further and further in the universe, time.
Never mind. Sorry, the Jets thing was a fake.
Oh, okay.
Put it over here on unlegitimate sources giving false information.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
disappointing.
Okay. That really
disappointing.
shocked and disappointed me. I had a lot to say.
Oh well.
Not gonna go with that now because Eric is talking about something deep. He's talking about some shit that I really want to hear about because I need to write this down so I can have a good movie career. Go ahead. So you said, you said alternate reality,
basically-
time doesn't change from when you left. Are the people the same there, or
changes. Here's the thing. Time does change. Well, it's like a timeline. So depending on what direction you head, where you're gonna be.
so they're 100
let's say-
years
let's say-
behind us, or 100 years in front of us, or something like that?
However long
Time is relative.
So, however long it
It
takes.
could be going forwards or
however long
backwards.
it takes to
We
get
never
to
know.
I don't really know the gap. You know what I mean? So it might be 100 years behind us, depending on where they are located. So depending on which way you go, if you're able to reach another Earth, it'll be either 1,000 years before us or 1,000 years after us. if that
Okay,
makes sense.
so did this astronaut bring a co-host? Like, did he have another
Oh,
chick there?
He's
You know,
over
I
here
gotta-
trying to make like a freaking movie. I'm
another
not even
chick, or
thinking
was
all
it was
that.
the
I'm just
guy
saying,
there?
like,
You know, we gotta
universe.
be all the way on the spectrum. So what are we doing here? Are we going?
I'm
for,
sure I've heard
we going
it
for
somewhere
gay
else. I'm
astronaut,
sure
or are we
I've heard
going
it somewhere
for? Are we
else.
going for straight astronaut? What
Arnett,
are we doing here?
You have to
Is this
like
going to
check
be a
to make sure
romance,
that
or
no
is
one
this
else
going to
has
be
written
we're
the
going to
story
invade?
No, here's the thing. How about you feel? How do you feel about this theory? You know how in Narnia they went to this whole dimension, and they went through day and night, but when they came out, the time didn't change.
There's
Yeah. Yes.
I
You remember
didn't think
that?
of it that way.
They come out.
There's been some movies about that where time didn't really change except for a few hours,
You know what I love?
but in the other reality, it was like 3 months.
My favorite place where they do that is in Interstellar, when they go down. Yeah, they go
Interstellar?
down to a planet, and time goes slower on the planet than in space.
Didn't they do
So,
that on Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, they did that for the time capsule too, but that was
Okay.
the opposite. It went faster in the time capsule than on the outside. But so Interstellar, the time goes slower within.
I'm gonna have to watch
It's
this
so
movie
good,
then.
bro. So
Okay.
once you get past the oh my god, why am I blanking? The atmosphere of that
Okay.
planet, time goes slower. So there was a guy on the ship who was waiting for them, right? So they went down and they were supposed to only take 30 minutes, right? They go in, they check, and they come out because they didn't want the guy sitting up there in the ship for like years. So basically 30 minutes would be, I think, like 3 months up in the ship, right? So they went down and basically they messed up and their ship got blown away or whatever, and they ended up being on the planet for like 3 hours, right? So by the time they made it back up to the ship, the guy had been in that ship for like 30 years or something.
Oh my god.
And he wasn't sure. He was explaining to them like he saw them enter the atmosphere, and they didn't reach the actual ground for like months and months and months while he was just watching them, or no, for hours and hours and hours while he was just watching them. And he was just like, it was crazy because I really didn't think you guys could. It was a cool scene.
That
That's
sounds
all I
cool.
would say.
All right, that
Okay.
sounds dope.
And it happens again too.
You could have just told us the theory rather than.
No, it's just a
Okay.
cool scene. I'm not going to tell you exactly,
Yeah.
what happens in the scene, but
Yeah, because I gotta watch
go
that
see it.
movie now.
yeah, it's trippy
Yeah,
movie.
like you're already spoiling.
It got
it.
like mixed reviews. Like people were like, "Ah, it's good." People were like, "It doesn't really make sense."
This is the one with Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I have the poster.
Yeah.
I have the poster for it because it was so good.
Mm.
I had to get the poster.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Right here.
that's a good one. That's a really good one. But you were, I think, did you say everything you had to say
Wow, Aaron.
about alternate realities?
What is it?
I said, did you say everything you had to say about alternate realities?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, that was my theory. That was like a
Okay.
childhood theory of mine.
Got you.
Universe just repeats.
Yeah, no, I just thought like how I was saying, like when we used to just play like games when we were little kids, like we felt like something was a different idea. Maybe we went a different direction than what we went in this reality than in a different reality. But I can't say for sure that there's alternate realities. I know that there are other planets that have sustainable
No one
life
can say for sure.
or a sustainable
Not even scientists.
a sustainable atmosphere where we can live. Not to say that I believe in
Right.
if there is life there yet or not, but I do know that they do have other
Wait.
planets. They
So
found proof.
so you don't know of if what you're saying is that you're not sure if there are aliens?
Because there hasn't been any proof, so I can't say that they're true or not. I can say that they have found a planet that has a alternate, that has a atmosphere where people of our kind can live there, humans can live there. Do I say that aliens are true or not, I don't think so. Like, until there's proof, I have to see it. Until I see it, then I can't say it's true, and I can't
But
believe it's true.
To me, it just seems like it feels like there's no way there can't be aliens. Like, we have so much. There's so much space. There's so much.
So you believe in
universe.
aliens?
I believe in aliens. I do.
Okay.
I believe.
What about you,
I
Desmond?
believe the aliens have reached us. Honestly.
What about you, Des?
It's a possibility. I'm not going to deny it. I'll say it's not there.
So me and you are questioning. We're questionable, and Eric does believe. Okay. We're with you.
Sure.
We're with you, Eric. We don't know for sure. We definitely don't know for sure, but we do believe that
We don't know for sure.
there's a chance.
But
There
I
is a
can't.
chance.
I believe that there's no way there can't be. You know.
Okay. So wait, that's okay. All right, I'll take that.
So I'm gonna finish this off. I'm gonna ask the final question. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it okay to wear socks with sandals?
You talking about slides?
Any sandals? Is it okay to wear socks with sandals?
Slides.
Is that
Other than that,
socially
what the hell
acceptable?
Yeah.
I've always felt like it. I always felt like it was a thing for OGs.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah.
I just
I felt like
prefer
I've
to
seen
wear
some-
socks
I've
with
seen
my
some-
sandals.
Well,
OGs with
this has
sandals.
been the Inconclusive Show. That's the end of episode 8. I hope you tune in for some more episodes. This one was a little bit interesting. I don't know. It felt like we were a little low on energy. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what we can do to improve the podcast. And, yeah, we love you. We love
That's
you
a
so
strong
much.
word, buddy. That's a strong word, love.
Wow. Okay, we love
We
you
love
guys.
you all so much. Anyway, peace.
All right, peace.
Peace.